Let's awaken our inner child by making tomato soup that's elevated with the pairing of black beans. The ingredients will be on my website in the description and in the video later on. We are starting off with some prep work. This is an aloha or striped Holland pepper. They're juicy and have a unique sweet flavor to them, but red peppers work perfectly fine as well. I just thought I'd show you them because they are so pretty. I am cutting my bell pepper into quarters. Here is a closer look on how to do this. So I'm cutting around the edge of the stem in a circular pattern, then removing the stem from the pepper. Then I tap it out to make sure there's no extra seeds or white pith. From here, you can cut your pepper into strips or into quarters. Since this soup is being blended, the shape of your vegetables doesn't matter as much. Next, we are going to slice 5 shallots. This is what a shallot looks like next to a white onion. Shallots have a sweet flavor with refined sharpness in comparison to an onion, but you can always sub this out with a yellow onion instead. The technique to do this is similar to an onion, but here is a closer look on how I did it. I start by cutting off the end without the stem and then cutting the shallot in half. The flaky outer layer is then removed and the shallot is sliced. This is a great time to practice your knife skills without having too much pressure about the shape and size of your vegetables. Now peel 4 cloves of garlic. I do this by smashing the clove and then removing the outer layer. Let's talk about the tomatoes going into this soup. The first is a Campari tomato. These are juicy tomatoes with high sugar levels and low acidity. The other is a cherry tomato. These are a little bit more tart but still very sweet. To roast the vegetables and garlic, distribute them between 2 baking sheets, drizzle with olive oil and season with dried herbs, paprika, a little chili powder, and salt and pepper. It is really hard to over-season this, so season with your heart and stomach, though I will write out the measurements for you as a place to begin. Give your veggies a good toss before putting in the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes. Roasting vegetables is a great way to develop your flavor profiles for a dish and to bring out their natural flavors. About halfway through, make sure to switch your pans around so the vegetables cook evenly. This is what my vegetables looked like when finished. To bring the soup together, heat a soup pan or Dutch oven to medium-high heat and add in your vegetables and broth. I am using low-sodium chicken broth and almond milk, but you could also use vegetable broth, oat milk, whole milk, or even heavy cream. Bring the pot to a boil and allow to simmer for 10 minutes. While this is happening, rinse and drain 2 cans of black beans. Rinsing the beans helps to remove the extra starches, salt, and even the metallic flavor that sometimes comes with canned beans. It can also help with stomach gas or bloating if the beans are rinsed beforehand. Add in about 1/3 of the beans into the soup and then blend. I am using an immersion blender, but if you are using a stand blender, make sure to do this in small batches of liquid, keeping your hand on top of the blender with a cloth in between you and the lid for safety purposes. When the soup is creamy, add in the rest of your beans and allow the liquid to simmer for another 20 to 30 minutes to help thicken the soup and develop the flavors a little bit more. This is also your time to make some final adjustments to the seasoning of the soup. When your soup is the consistency you desire, it is ready to be served. I always serve soup with something crunchy. With this soup, I like either tortilla chips or everything bagel pretzels. So if you try this, let me know what topping you think is best. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more food content.